Abbey shores where shadows play, the alley whispers night and day. In abomination, alley's grip, where fear and danger tightly knit. Oh, the alley breathes a tale untold of secrets dark and hearts grown cold. Abbey streets, they'll pull you in to the depths where sin begins.
Hello, and welcome to Dire Bear. It's Tuesday night, so of course that means we're playing Abomination Alley, or BRP actual play. I'll be your storyteller for the evening, Jason, and with me as usual will be Sarah playing Vivian, Eric playing Michael, Jeremy playing Salvador, and Carr playing Teak. Now, who remembers where we left off last week?
Shenanigans.
That's what you say every week.
I mean,
When it-
yes, but
When
still.
it stops being true.
Can you get more specific on what shenanigans?
We did a lot of talking last week. Who did we talk to?
I think everybody.
People and things.
Literally has-
That's what I was forgetting to do. I didn't pull up my notes.
You're the official note taker. We have to have you do these things.
How fucking dare.
The sheer audacity. I know didn't we go see the other two bodies? Or two
Yes.
of the other bodies.
Okay, scroll down to
Um,
the end.
We
They
were
also missing pieces.
They were missing
All right.
pieces, parts.
So, where
Michael talked to one of the police captains,
Mm-hmm.
I
Oh,
think. Or was that the
All right,
episode
so-
before?
I have. After speaking with the pair, Miss Corona suddenly knocks on the door. Corona gets
That was
vibe
the
checked.
episode. I think that was the
Has
episode before. Or no, wait, that was the beginning of that episode. Sorry.
Yeah.
has magic
They're
on her,
blending
still healthy,
together.
still more powerful, pretty much full on power point, still just as evil. Kept to herself during Halloween while the spirits were out. We are now regarded better in the more human-centric areas. She overheard some news about the attack from the opposition, came to check on the Howards, offers to ward the house and states their specialization is in defensive magics. Then we sort of depart for the night. Then we go to the Highland Park precinct, where we find out that, yes, the Anderson files are all over the place. Pretty much states that, yeah, boss was responsible for the summoning. Captain says, yeah, he's probably got a point. Just go to Judge Macklemore to get a potential warrant. Gotta have to talk to Corona to get her to testify, though. Then we go to the office. Dorothy says, hey, what captains are in the mayor's pocket? Which we find out that'd be Lakeshore, Middleton, but we don't know of any headbutting that's between them, but they're not brown-nosing. Windburn is ambitious, but not exactly in his pocket. Highland Park is friendly, but no repetition of corruption. Then we go to the precinct second time. And then we have John Doe 1, throat slit as cause of death. Been decaying for a few days. Still trying to figure out who the guy is. Muscles are missing on a leg. Teeth are missing. Knuckles are bruised. Some skin out from under the nails. Maybe defensive. Not high-class clothing, but not a bum. John Doe 2, found a few weeks ago, but found quickly. Missing some biceps. Vivian decides to make a joke about snacks. And Michael has an uncomfortable thought that the Howards might be responsible for the murders to feed their child. Because they are ogres and eat
Expecting.
people.
Historically, there's tradition of them eating people.
You want to be pretty specific. There you go.
But historically, there's a record of orcs eating people, so don't judge too
And
much.
historically, there's records of human eating people.
Yeah. All right. And where we left off, I think were you driving to speak to the Howards again?
Yes,
I
because we
believe
needed
so.
to talk to Corona anyway. And Corona was coming back that day to ward the house.
All right. So you head back to the Howards. Do you call ahead?
I think we did.
No, we called him earlier in the day because Dorothy called him earlier in the day to ask about setting up a meeting with Corona. And they
Mm,
said, yeah, sure. When she gets here, we'll, let you know. But it would still be a couple hours.
yeah.
So are y'all going to drive over unannounced? Or call them and go, hey, we need to talk to y'all before, even before Corona shows up.
Well, did we decide if we were going to be like, hey, by the way, did you take this guy's bicep and make a roast out of it?
I don't think we had decided that yet. No.
Hmm.
We should probably call it. Well, we could call ahead and be courteous, or just show up on the doorstep and be like, hey, are you making a rump roast in there, or is that somebody's thigh muscle?
Um.
No, it's actually bicep kebabs.
Oh, delicious.
Y'all are nuts.
Side of asparagus, a little demi-glace.
I think Salvador.
Tasting.
I think Salvador doesn't have like proof, I guess,
Yeah,
one way or the other. So he's just like, I don't know, just point me in a direction.
Mhm.
we could. Did we want to check in with Auntie Jen, see if she knows of anything? She's been alive for 200 years. She might have stories.
Well, it couldn't hurt.
And we can always call back to the office, see if Dorothy's heard back from them, if Corona's there, or just call from the office or a payphone nearby. Were payphones a thing yet? I can't remember if we looked that up.
I believe they were.
Believe so.
We've certainly been acting like they have been.
We'll
Hmm.
say in our
1889,
universe,
we're
sure.
good. 1889, we're good.
Okay.
Fantastic.
In Hartford, Connecticut.
All right. So what is the battle plan?
I'm down for either one. Do we want to just go over there and maybe arrange a meeting with Auntie Jen?
We should probably call because she asked us to do that last time.
Auntie
But
Jen
also
or
Antigen.
okay.
Also, we haven't really
Dropped in on her.
in a while. Yeah.
What happened? Oh, she died 3 sessions ago. No one told you. No.
That's weird.
All right. So who's making a
Well,
phone call?
Vivian will make the phone call if they stop at a payphone.
All right. So you get out. You call Annie Jen's. Housekeeper answers. Oh, hello,
Hi,
Miss Vivian.
Hi, how are you doing?
Oh, quite well, quite well.
We were wondering if it is Genevieve, right?
Yes, yes.
Wondering if Miss Genevieve would have a moment, or if we could arrange maybe to meet up with her at a future date. Just some questions about some going-ons that we were seeing if she might have some insight on.
Well, I can go ask. She probably won't be able to today. She's got a doctor's appointment.
Of course. We want to drop in on unexpected.
But yes. Let me go check. And you hear her set the phone down. She's gone for a few minutes. She comes back. She'd be delighted to see you for lunch tomorrow.
Fantastic.
If I may ask, how many of you will be coming?
She looks back at the car and holds up like a fingers and a question mark.
Sure.
Raise the hand.
He just gives a thumbs up.
I'm gonna assume that Leo is here, even though his player is not, and she'll just be like 5, roughly. If it changes, we'd let you know. But please
I would
don't go out of
appreciate it.
your way.
I wouldn't want to over prepare.
Please don't go out of your way. Just
Mhm.
nothing crazy. It's just questions. We don't want to inconvenience anybody.
She's invited you over for lunch. Miss Guinevere will insist that I serve a proper lunch.
If she does insist, we wouldn't want to cross her.
Exactly. But we look forward to seeing you tomorrow.
Oh, Lady Juju, not good.
We look
Mhm.
forward to it as well. Thank you so much.
All of us here live in the South.
Mm-hmm.
You don't mess with that old lady Juju.
Yeah.
If they just hand you a plate, you eat what is on the plate.
You at the very least tell them, "Thank you. I will take this home with me."
Mhm.
And they will take it as, oh, you want seconds, and then give you an entire second helping.
Yeah, you're eating off that plate for 3 weeks.
That
Somehow,
that was my grandmother. Like,
You're too
Oh.
skinny. Take this.
That's my grandma.
you're just skin and bones. Here's this 45-pound turkey.
yeah.
All right, so you got your appointment with Auntie Jen set up.
Well, while she's at the payphone, she just pokes her head out. Do you want me to call? Now I can't remember the candidate's name. It was
Howard.
in the bulletin board. Howard.
Yeah.
I was gonna say Anderson.
Howard,
no.
and Howard.
Not
Jack
technically
Howard
wrong.
specifically, you're talking about the husband.
No. She will call the Howard's residence.
Okay. Their butler answers. You've met him every time you go to the house. So.
Hello, this is Vivian with Beorn. We were just calling to see if Miss Corona was there by chance. We didn't want to show up unannounced.
She has not arrived yet, but she has phoned that she is on her way. We're expecting her sometime in the next 30 minutes or so.
Of course. Would it be okay if we arrive early, or do they have something planned? We don't want to impose.
Oh, no, it should be fine for you to just come on over. I'll let them know. They were expecting you to come by at some point. So.
All right. Thank you so much. We'll probably be about, she'll say about half an hour ourselves. We can drive slow.
All right, we'll be expecting you.
Thank you so much. And hangs up. Teak, drive slow. I told him about half an hour. Or whoever's driving.
It's probably Teak.
Got it. Make loops.
We can get coffee or hot chocolate beforehand. It's what, October? No, it's November. It's cold.
Which didn't stop you from going for an ice cream parlor a session or two ago, but
Hey, ice cream is always better when it's cold.
Ice cream is year round.
Correct.
All right, so a quick stop to get a cocoa or something, or coffee, whatever y'all feel like drinking.
Hot chocolate. Big in Europe.
I believe Dorothy had left with you. Because she was at the office with y'all.
She didn't come to the morgue.
Well, I believe you had met back up at the office after the morgue stuff, hadn't you? I thought that was when you ran into her. She was there putting in pins for all the murders y'all are currently investigating.
Oh wait, I thought we met at the office and then we went to the police station to see the other 2 bodies. Because it was police station, group at the office, and then group at the police station. So Michael went to the police station, group to the office.
Oh, you're probably right. All right, so no Dorothy.
I mean, if she wants to come along, we can say we hit the cafe beneath the office.
It's up to y'all.
Do we want the Dorothy?
Yeah, we can have Dorothy come in with us.
Yeah.
All right, so y'all swing by, pick her up.
She'll ask Lilac if she wants to come along. Maybe not to sit in on the meeting, but to check out the area around the house. Maybe.
Yeah, scope it out.
Just to see if there's anything hinky.
Yeah, she's more than happy to come check the place out.
An entourage.
Make sure she has the winter flight gear.
Oh yeah, she's got her little fairy-sized parka.
That's really cute, actually.
Looks like the kid from Christmas Story, just with wings.
I can't put my wings down. All right, so the whole squad rolls up. As you're approaching the front door, the butler opens the front door. Either he was keeping an eye out, or they had somebody keeping an eye out.
They have a scout fairy as well.
They do have some fairy
Using
gardeners.
scout fairies.
Oh, these people do actually have fairies?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, it was, who was it y'all were investigating? Oh, Voss. Voss does not have any sprite fairies. Or sprite gardeners.
Rude.
So he opens the door, he comes out, greets you. Miss Vivian, good to see you. And everybody else.
Good to see you as well. Sorry to kind of show up a little bit earlier than planned, potentially.
Oh, it's quite all right. Please, this way.
Follow.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He takes you to the
Waddle.
he takes you to one of the sitting rooms.
Teak trailing behind, drag lining all of the candy dishes on the way.
I don't know what you're talking about.
All the candy dishes have been mysteriously removed.
Damn. I wonder why.
Because the butler is observant.
Butler's like this kobold in particular.
I can see it.
Just eyes the butler. The butler eyes back.
Butler opens his hand.
You have made an enemy this day.
Butler opens the hand. There's one butterscotch candy in it. You may have one.
Me looked at me, and I
Look. He looks at the butler, takes the one, and waits for Hyacinth.
So takes you to the sitting room. When you get there, Jack is already in there. He's talking to his campaign manager. And they're talking about the polls and this and that. Stuff's looking pretty good for him, it's not a sure thing, but And the election is the next week.
Mhm.
And they've got papers laid out. Clearly there's been a lot of activity going on.
We have not been following the political side of this game much.
No,
We don't know anything about the polls.
well, from what you overheard now, things are looking decent for him.
Yeah.
I mean, being the incumbent gives Allory the slight advantage.
Well, it's being in bed with some kind of crazy witch person.
Well, that part's not too well known.
For now.
I mean, they do know she was, on trial for, murder or manslaughter or something, but
Mhm.
but charges got dropped, so clearly she didn't do it.
Clearly.
Clearly,
Mm-hmm.
but so Howard's gestures for you to take seats, finishes, just another 30 seconds finishing up with the campaign manager who heads out. He gives, the manager gives y'all a nod.
Nod back.
Looks mildly concerned that you're here.
That's
Like
good.
he's trying to, he's trying to run a campaign, and the monster hunters keep showing up at the house. This can't be a good thing.
The call's coming from inside the house.
No. We're just the coalition for the strange folk.
But
We can be both.
and to be fair, y'all have been a big boost to the campaign. Your popularity and your popularity's been on the rise, and you're backing him.
Sir, we're gonna have to ask you not to eat if you win the election.
What if I just eat the people that don't vote for me?
How about
Not advised.
no?
Jaywalkers?
What did I just say?
Look, we'll bring people from out of town.
The state line is right over there. We'll just go to Wisconsin and grab some people.
I hear they taste like cheese.
It's like those Nathan hot dogs you get with the cheese squirted up inside it already.
Hate that.
All right, now I lost my train of thought. So yeah,
I wonder why.
he comes over. So as soon as the manager, he's done with the campaign manager, he comes over, sits down. So what brings you by early? I know you were wanting to talk to Rilla when she shows up, which should be any time now. Was there something else you wanted to discuss?
This would have been discussed in the car. Did we want to ask him if he'd heard about the disappearances? Or did we ask him that last time?
I don't think we did.
I don't think we did.
No, I don't think those murders came up. Y'all were discussing other stuff with him, but I don't think the murders really came up.
Yeah, I don't think they did.
Didn't be like, no. Go ahead.
Yeah, it's like, have you heard about the murders that's been going around recently?
We just got done investigating early, so we didn't really have anything to do in the interim. We apologize.
He's like, yes, I've heard something about that. Some stabbings or something. The body's mutilated.
Yeah.
I think it said the first body or two was discovered in October.
Yes. From what we've been able to tell so far, however, is there's every single one of these bodies has a part of them missing.
Is it the same part, or
Fairly common. All muscles. Whether arm or leg, organs.
he just looks at he's got this look on his face like, okay, this is him.
I'm not great at beating around the bush. I am a prosecuting attorney.
All right.
So, considering what we've learned about you and your wife recently, can you understand why we returned to try and figure out if we can eliminate you as a suspect?
Now he does not look pleased.
To be more subtle than my dear friend here, um, we don't even have you on the suspect list initially for any reason whatsoever. It's just we literally have no ideas, and we are grasping at the faintest of straws, and we would like to eliminate the one straw we have for everyone's safety, and maybe to, if you had any insight. You hear more than we do sometimes.
Well, no, I've heard nothing about these murders other than what was in the papers. I can tell you we've not been eating people. But, I mean, that's me telling you. I don't know how that proves it.
We didn't expect you to. Insight.
Yeah, I was about to say.
To be fair, she honestly doesn't think they were eating people. She just wants to. She's like, look, now I'm paranoid.
All right. Give me an insight.
How'd I fail on that one? All right.
With the 96. 96 will fail most
Yeah,
rolls.
yeah, with a 96, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, Vivian, you've got no idea. You know.
She's feeling awkward about this whole line of questioning. So.
And he does, and he looks insulted by the whole thing. But you can't tell is that an act? Is he putting that on to cover up? Michael, he seems it seems to be legitimate, honest. He seems to be honest on your. He seems to be being honest. He does seem insulted. Oh, we're just grasping at straws. You travel with an orc. His people have the same history that mine do.
We already asked him.
Over to the side, Leo belches. Excuse me.
Yeah.
That burp smelled faintly of a human guy. What the hell, Leo?
No, that was just pulled pork I had for lunch.
Oh, long pork.
Some kind of pork.
Yeah.
So cannibalism of a different kind.
This
Vivian will.
New place called Sweeney Todd's Barbecue.
You would.
Good night, folks.
No, we're done.
Vivian will proceed to continue to apologize. Like, look, we apologize. We're grasping at straws, and honestly, we have no idea.
About that time, Annalise walks in.
About the time Michael says, well, the other thought was someone is gathering the body parts to create some kind of Frankenstein monster.
Which we're also really hoping isn't true. We're just hoping it's a psychotic individual.
So Annalise walks over, kisses her husband. That sounds both fascinating and horrifying.
That's kind of a Tuesday for us.
Who's collecting body parts?
We don't know.
I wish we
That's
knew.
the problem. We don't know.
Whose parts have been collected?
all of the murders in the paper.
Oh, the
Muscles,
mutilated
internal
bodies
organs.
up in she's like, oh, I forget where they were. Middleton. It was all more northern, eastern part of the city, if I recall what the papers were saying.
But every single one of them are missing something.
Is it something supernatural? Is that why y'all are investigating?
Could very well be.
Or it's just weird and they feel like burdening us with weirdness.
There's also that.
Well, that's your punishment for doing such a good job. They give you more to do.
No good deed goes unpunished.
Uh, she's kind of looking at her husband. She's looking at y'all. Was there anything else in? Is there something else that I missed? It's like she's noting some tension between her husband and you.
Oh, Vivian will pipe up. She makes sure that the doors, no one else is in here but them.
Yeah, it's just you. It's just you guys and them.
Yep.
And Dorothy.
To
Of course.
cover all of our bases and because we like to be thorough and considering what we know of you, we had to ask. We, of course, did not have any strong suspicion, or basically any suspicion at all, but we had one straw and we had to eliminate the one straw we had. It was a weak straw at best.
Oh, well, now you just need to eliminate every orc in town.
Yeah, we're up to that one next. Vivian looks very apologetic.
You do not have any insights about this either.
Oh,
I'm
Salvador.
asking that in. Yeah, Salvador says that.
No, of course not.
I didn't think you did. That's good to know.
Different people know different magics and traditions. And
I've rarely been leaving the house lately, except for
Understandably
public
so.
functions.
I can't imagine, being face to face with entities like the last time. Left a good impression on wanting to go outside.
Yes, well, they attacked us in the house, but
Hmm.
in fact, every time I've
Honestly,
been
it's cold
attacked,
out there.
I've been attacked in the house.
Maybe you should get out more. She said that with kind of a tease grin, like.
You may have a point.
His-
There's a knock at the door, and then it cracks open. The butler leans his head in. Miss Corona is here.
Did she know we were here? Corona been visiting you a lot lately?
Well, yeah, I knew she was
She
coming
was
back
coming
this
back to
afternoon.
do the warding.
Ah, right.
So she comes in with two big satchels. Oh, we have to quit meeting like this. People will talk.
We were here for a different reason, but now I'm curious to see your warding technique.
Vivian's like, we were totally actually here to see her, but
We're, in this case, also primarily here to see you.
Oh, well, and she,
not in any accusatory sense.
well, that's a relief, I guess.
In fact, Mr. and Miss Howard, you might like this next bit.
Well, it's got to be better than the first bit.
Certainly hope so.
And
Vivian is sinking into the sofa from
You-
embarrassment.
And you can kind of see Corona kind of clocking all this. All right. They're tense and a little pissed off. She's really embarrassed.
So, I've been doing some digging around. I remember you stating that you heard from somebody in the opposition's camp that something would be happening.
Yes, specifically, they just slipped me a message saying I should check on my friends. They tend to keep their messages vague, probably for fear of, if the wrong person found the message.
How willing would you and they be to potentially testify against Voss?
That can be a very dangerous thing to do, as you know.
Yes, I'm aware. However, in order to get the LEOs involved that aren't in the mayor's pocket, I need someone with evidence willing to testify against them to then bring before a judge also not in the mayor's pocket to issue a my brain, hold on. What's it called?
Warrant?
Yes,
What?
to issue a warrant to search their home and to question Voss.
Searching her home might turn up something interesting.
And besides, if somebody on her end, because I know all of us here know that it is technically Voss running for mayor using our esteemed current mayor as a puppet.
Jack kind of nods his head. More or less.
But tying her up in a legal battle couldn't hurt your chances for mayoral candidacy.
He sort of nods his head, yeah.
Would there be a way perhaps for the judge to redact or omit the names of the witnesses that were able to provide information that would get this warrant?
That would be up to the judge in question. However, I don't believe it would be impossible given the history of those that have gone up against Voss.
Maybe have the judge meet somewhere other than chambers to get the information.
Chambers
That way,
that would need to be done.
considering the person getting they're getting the warrant against and their known track record of people that testify against her ending up mysteriously dead. Maybe they would make an exception. Or accept maybe a written. We should have probably checked with the judge beforehand.
Well, that's the thing is, in order to even get this into being, I need somebody to talk to him.
You need a tentative yes before we can go through the proper channels.
Corona's not here.
And
Well, I can testify to what my contact told me, and then coming here and finding out they had been attacked. That's about all I, that's as much as I've got, really.
Would your contact potentially want to as well? Or how
My contact's not
deeply
going to want
ingrained are they?
my contact's not going to want to out themselves. They are kind of afraid of her.
I figured as much.
They don't want Alloy back in, but partly because of Voss's influence over him. But they're not really the martyring, self-sacrificing type. Now, if you keep their name out of it, they might be willing to go by and talk to the judge. And if you find something in her place, where there's a real chance of a conviction.
Well, it would have to be a surprise, so she cannot be forewarned beyond what the wards around her house would tell her that suddenly we are here. I'll have to speak with the judge to see if he could allow that, but it couldn't hurt to ask.
Well, certainly I'm willing to speak about what little I know to him, to the judge.
Mm-hmm.
Need to find a judge that's not in her and the mayor's pocket, too.
I think we
I
had
do
that
know
squared
one.
away.
Oh, yeah, y'all got Judge McAllister's name.
Macklemore.
Oh, McLemore, I'm sorry.
Hmm.
Who was McAllister? There was a McAllister. No, that was a different game. I'm sorry.
He's here now.
No. I think that's my in-person game. Or maybe the Icons game. Anyway.
God damn it, Car.
That same car.
I told them, it's like, I just hear Macklemore and I think thrift shop. The song.
Stop
It's
it,
just
man!
like-
He stole my grandpa's clothes!
But yeah, she'll get in touch with her mole and run this ideal by him. She has.
Silly question.
I know
Oh,
for
go ahead.
sure she's got the Beorn's number. Does she have Michael's personal number? I can't remember.
She doesn't have Michael's personal number, no. He never gave it. The one interaction they had earlier in this campaign, he never gave her his personal number. All he did was sort of help expedite the process legally of her getting her brother's effects after his passing.
So yeah, she'll get in touch. She'll get in touch with them, and she'll call the Beorn office and leave a message about yay or nay.
That'll work.
You also have some knowledge in arcane and occult as well, correct?
Some, yes. I mean,
Is there any magic or school of magic or ritual commonly or uncommonly even used that would use human muscle or human organs? It's just a common thread that has been appearing amongst the murders.
hearts can be used for various things.
The one common thing they all had missing were leg and arm muscles. I don't know if those would connect.
Not for anything I can think of off the top of my head.
There were several hearts missing in other organs as well.
Yeah, there was a heart or two missing. There was a liver.
Someone's throat was also gone.
Well, it was cut.
Okay, yeah.
Like somebody walked up behind him.
Oh, okay. I think my
was
brain
killing
I guess
mismatched.
I guess it didn't matter which direction. Like somebody had sliced him.
Yeah, I guess my brain mismatched where like we were just talking about like, see, that was the guy that had his leg muscles gone, and then it's like, oh yeah, and my brain I think matched to like, oh yeah, they also took some of his throat out.
But yeah, the muscle thing doesn't sound familiar to her. But also, she predominantly does wards and that sort of thing.
Okay.
Let's see. Now she does say, there's some versions of divination where you read entrails, but
I don't believe any of the entrails were taken, at least not traditional entrails.
were any of them
we
spilled
know
out on the
from
ground,
our-
perhaps? No, they weren't. They weren't particularly.
No.
Yeah, I think everything remained internal except for the ones they took.
She's like, okay, probably not a divination, attempted divination then. Plus, I don't know that you would do that on the street. You would probably take them somewhere.
Yeah.
Some sort of ulcer or something. I don't know. They kept taking biceps, like this bit up here.
And thigh muscles as well.
So the big muscly parts.
Hmm.
It doesn't sound familiar to me unless they've got some sort of creature they're feeding. But I don't know why you take just specific ones then. If you were feeding something like, say, the brew that you fought, I would imagine you'd carry the entire body.
I feel like the brew also wouldn't discriminate between one chunk of bicep and an entire body.
Yes.
This
There's also the possibility that they would mostly just eat the organs. Lions will do that a lot of times. Because I know nothing about the brew specifically, but just predators in general. But the organs are kind of the
Prime cuts for.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. The prime cuts. And then if they're still hungry, then just the meaty parts. Jack is looking mildly horrified at this whole conversation.
We should let you get to your warding.
Oh yes, I probably should. Sooner started, sooner finished.
Of course.
And it's a decent sized property.
Residence, yes. Is there anything we could do to assist? Or is it more of a single person job, less chefs in the kitchen?
She'll ask Leo a few specific questions about types of things he knows how to do to see if maybe he could help. But it turns out the traditions they're following are a little too different to be readily mixed. So she thanks you for the offer, but she'll need to do it.
Kind of looks around at the other people like, are we leaving?
I'll have a judge to go talk to.
We have
Alright.
more people to talk to as well.
Jack gets up. Well, let me show you to the door then.
She'll wait until they're at the door to do.
Get to the door. Oh, one more thing.
No. Like, once they get to the door, it's going to be like a fairly respectful, like, bow kind of thing. Like, again, my apologies for the impropriety of that question, but you understand we're just trying to eliminate as much as possible as quickly as we can.
Of course. It's quite all right. Don't worry about it.
I'm still going to be horribly embarrassed for the next 3 months, I assure you, but...
He doesn't actually look all that mollified by what you've said, but yeah. But you're helping him out on multiple fronts now, so he's not going to make too big a deal of it.
She's mostly trying to do damage control at this point.
Uh,
This is why Michael is not the diplomat. He's the verbal attack dog.
I just want to be the face. I just don't want to be the face the next campaign, guys. I'm gonna play the mean person. Let me punch
think I'm-
things.
I think I'm going to end up being the face next campaign, honestly.
Don't talk about it here.
I'm going to
It's
exist
something
and
else.
probably end up being the damage dealer again.
But yes, Jeremy is right.
all right. So if there's nothing, he lets you out the front door. There's nothing else.
Yep.
Vivian walks slow enough to let Lilac kind of zoom in and resume shoulder perch.
And she does so by the time you get to the car.
Anything interesting?
Some of the sprites think Annalise may be having an affair.
Okay.
That's the juiciest something I found.
Why do they think? How would that? Why do they think she's having an affair? Why can't any of the mayoral candidate relations be normal?
Oh, honey, in politics, I'm pretty sure this is normal.
God, I'm glad I'm not in politics.
Yeah, me too.
I mean, I could ask around some of the sprites that work for your parents and see,
The less I know about my parents, sometimes the better. I don't need those nightmares.
Wow.
But no, some of them have seen her sneaking out late at night.
Has she come back covered in blood at any of those nights?
She's like, no, that would have been the first thing I told you if they'd mentioned something like that.
When was the last murder?
Michael with the perfect memory. When was the last murder?
You rattle off the date.
Yeah.
I think the most recent one you saw was a day or two before the police contacted you, maybe.
Oh, rattle off the date. Did they happen to mention any dates that she left? Was it frequent, infrequent?
There was one recently.
Oh, recently.
A few days ago?
Does that line up with the date that Michael just rattled off?
Potentially. Now she's like, I can run back and check, get a more specific date.
If you don't mind, we'll circle nearby.
Oh yeah, just go park a block over or something. I'll
Okay, if they have any particular dates that she was gone, if someone's keeping that good of notes.
So she takes back off after reapplying a little lipstick.
Got to put on the
Checking.
charisma armor.
Yep. So she takes back off. Y'all drive up block. She catches up with you, 10 minutes later. So she rattles off the date for the last time somebody saw her sneaking out. It lines up with the date of the last murder. The dates previous to that, they don't have super specific dates. They're not. She tells you they like the Howards,
Mm-hmm.
so it's not like they're really collecting a lot of information on them. It's just
Fair enough.
they've noticed her either. Sometimes they've noticed her sneaking out. Sometimes they've only somebody's noticed her sneaking back in.
Right. So.
Yeah, she always has like a little
Overnight bag.
yes, overnight bag was exactly the word I was looking for. Or words.
So.
But she never seems to actually stay overnight anywhere. So
Jack
Could
was
be
honest.
coincidental.
and like I said, the one date, the most recent date for sure lines up. After that, it's in the neighborhood for sure.
So we know Jack was honest about not, but we never asked while his wife was in the room.
We'd already made it awkward. I didn't want to make it more awkward, but now it's lining up a little bit too much.
Teak, you're driving, right?
I mean, the Teak would say, well, if you think about it, if someone wanted to blackmail or put blame on someone, they could also be keeping a watch on when she leaves. But that's just me as Teak's driving.
Can I make another casting attempt on that astral projection?
Oh God.
You could make a luck roll to re-roll. Or spin pow to re-roll.
Spin pow to spin pow.
Exactly.
We probably won't be fighting anyone tonight.
You know what? Fine. What the hoo-ha? Let's go. No.
Damn it.
Yeah.
For some reason, you can't focus.
Yeah.
Lilac's like, I could always,
too jittery.
head back and poke around inside the house.
They're erecting wards.
But if I'm inside when the wards go up,
that's true.
But then wouldn't they detect her when she left?
Possibly, but they've got sprites that work for them, so how noticeable is that going to be?
Vivian would ask Leo how noticeable that would be, because he probably knows more about wards than us.
All right, let me look at his.
Can I make a roll on that as well for?
Yeah, go ahead and make a call. All right, is Leo listed under Leo, or is
I ain't rolling well tonight?
That one short that I linked.
Which one? Where'd you link it?
It's in the actually in the Diber one.
Yeah, I'm looking for it.
Oh,
there it is.
30 minutes.
So Leo's pretty sure they would detect her leaving. As more than likely, as Corona is setting up this ward, she would be keying it so that people that are supposed to be on the property can come and go without any issue. So she would probably key it to all the regular staff.
So all of the regular sprites.
Right. And they'd probably be keyed to get past, if she's setting up a ward around the border of the property, the sprites would be keyed for that. If she's setting up a ward, if she sets up another set of wards specifically around the house, maybe the sprites are allowed in, maybe they're not,
It feels a little too... It feels risky, and I would rather not have you risk yourself.
Okay, if you don't want me to.
I love how she says it so casually.
It was very casual. It was very casual.
I'm going to do this anyway, because I want to.
Insight check the sprite to see if she's just going to be like, screw you, I'm going to go do this.
All right, give me a roll. Oh, you suspect she's gone the second you open the car door again.
Lilac, please, just... I can't stop you because you're faster than me and smaller than me, but...
Smarter and prettier too, but we don't need to bring that up. You're very smart, very pretty.
Yes, and of course you are smarter and prettier.
Michael chimes in.
I know, if she was about 5 feet taller, we could be almost sisters. But
You'd still win.
regardless, she is trying to be professional. Don't get caught, please.
When have I ever
How would I
gotten
break it to
caught?
Hyacinth? Okay, that's fair, but how many wards have you gone through?
I don't know. A lot of times people don't think about warding for sprites.
Just be smart. I can't stop you. You're an adult. As my best friend, though, I worry about you, so please be careful.
The guilt trip gets to her a little bit. She's like, I suppose I could just hang around outside and see if she leaves again.
You could. Need to get her one of those like hand warmer things that she can just put in her parka.
Mm.
So, all right. So where are y'all headed? Are y'all headed back to the office, or where are y'all headed from here?
The office is probably a good call, unless anyone else has any like specifically pressing business.
Yeah, we don't have the lunch
Yeah.
until tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
And Michael's waiting to hear from Corona.
All right. So y'all get back to the office. Lilac takes off. Tells you she got to prep for a stakeout.
Let me know if you need anything I can help with.
Yeah, it's mostly getting stuff to stay warm. You know, she'll find some nook or cranny to get into, where she can watch.
Put one like a rock or something in the oven and then just shove it into the back of your parka. Maybe not a big rock, just like a pebble. Some rice, maybe. Unquote.
She just looks at you and then starts explaining how small things lose heat faster than big things.
I don't know about thermodynamics. I'm a musician, not a scientist.
Damn it, Jim.
Yeah. Now, by the time we're back at the office, he's just like, I need some coffee. So, we have one mayoral candidate that is a puppet for the woman that he is cheating on his wife with, who is a mass murdering psychopath with an entire guild of assassins that has been steadily killing off everyone that she worked with, save for one, and is likely working with the Brew. On the other hand, we have a pair of ogres, one of them that seems alright, but his wife is probably running out around killing people and then eating parts of their body.
Or having an affair. One of the two.
You know, if they were
When you
having
put
an
it like that.
affair, it's always the mundane things. Is all I'm saying.
Dorothy nods along with Salvador. If she's having an affair, do we care? I mean, that's a terrible thing
Well,
and all,
she
but I mean,
can.
do we care? Do we really care, considering what else you're
In
dealing
the
with?
grand scheme of things, what we're dealing with right now, probably not. Will I, if she is, likely have to get involved as a prosecuting attorney?
No.
Maybe. That depends on who my boss throws into it. There'd be more civil court than criminal, but
It assumes it even comes up to a court level. Why would it come up?
you would be very surprised. I have seen a lot of things.
Well, hell, let's hope she's going out eating people then.
That would probably be more my circuit of things I have to prosecute. As he's just 1,000 yards staring the wall.
That SpongeBob gif with the coffee.
Pretty much, yeah. I'm glad we're on the same wavelength.
Are
Twinsies.
are we back at the office?
Yes.
Okay.
So y'all sit around there for, if you're waiting on Corona to call, for a few hours. But later that evening, she does call. Her contact is willing to talk to the judge to get the warrant. They would very much prefer to have their name kept out of it until such time as it actually goes to trial.
Okay.
I mean, obviously, if they're
What
pulled
time
in
is
as a
it
witness at
right
that
now?
point, then they just are. But
What time is it at the moment?
oh, let's say it's 7 or so in the evening.
So
So already past dark.
tomorrow to talk to a judge. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, do we want to wait on Lilac to get back and then disperse for the evening?
If she's doing a stakeout, she's going to be there all night.
Yeah.
So just disperse for the evening?
Yes.
Or do we want to just go get dinner?
I would have assumed in the 4 hours we've been sitting here, considering it was until
there
7
was a
o'clock,
diner
we would
underneath.
have
Yeah.
gone to the diner. There's a lot of going to the diner and then sitting there all playing like Go Fish or something.
Honestly,
Using
Michael's
gin
probably
rummy.
doing work.
Yeah. So
Using-
y'all
Like stuff
disperse.
that
Y'all
we
disperse
can
for
do
the
at the
evening.
office.
Is there anything you're going to do early in the morning prior to lunch with Auntie Jen?
Michael is going to go talk to the judge.
All right. So you go talk to
Vivian.
Judge.
Mhm.
Did we say it was McKenzie?
Macklemore.
Yeah.
McLemore.
No, Macklemore. All right. Was it Macklemore or is it Mackenzie?
Yes. It's Macklemore.
Okay. I couldn't remember if we flipped it around.
Do you remember the police chief's name?
Bartholomew Wright.
Oh, that's right. I got that. Though I abbreviated it as Bart. That's what they mean. All right. So you go to talk to the judge. The judge, Bartholomew had already, mentioned that something like this might be coming his way. He fills out some of the paperwork right there while you're in the room. He tells you, I know anything involved in this. I realize this Voss woman is poison. Anything involved with her, people have been turning up dead. So the worry about the guy's name, he can leave the contacts' names out of it for now. Once it goes to trial, they'll have to be come in as witnesses, such as that.
They've agreed to that. Just as long as until the trial, their name is kept out of it.
So he's going to have the paperwork. He's going to have this paperwork with him. He gives you his address. Once you're in touch with these people, you can swing by my house and we'll take care of the rest of it there.
Understood.
Let me know when you're coming and I'll contact Bartholomew or Chief Wright and have him there.
Closest we could catch her by surprise, the better.
Yes, hopefully, and keeping the people involved very small. Bart said he wasn't going to tell any of his men what they were cooking up, but he was going to have a few extra on shift today, in case it was needed.
Her home is very heavily warded with magic, so That will
Well.
be another thing to keep in mind.
We don't know nothing about that. Chief Wright will probably want you guys or want your group with them. In that case,
What we do know is one of them is the second you cross the ward, either her or whomever happens to be in the home at the time will immediately know you're there.
well, that gives them enough of a head start. That only gives them the time it takes you to cross the yard to the door, so that's not too bad. And I'm sure Chief Wright will have the place surrounded before you cross the property line. But I'll leave that up to him, and you can talk to him about it.
Yes.
Now, if you do this, and the mayor wins re-election, he's going to come down. He's probably going to find a way to come down on you like a ton of bricks.
Well, he likely will try. He might succeed, he might not. But he will also have to weigh going against the goodwill of the people he was elected to represent. If that is the case.
I don't think that sort of thing bothers him too much.
Probably not.
Maybe having to publicly do it might,
But unlike a lot of people in his position, I am in a position where I have to choose to do what is right or do what is easy.
the
Will
judge
this
just
be
sort
the
of leans
harder
back,
choice?
kind of smiles as he's
Absolutely.
lighting a cigar. I like the way you think.
And as one of my friends in the Beorn have said before, we've taken a lot of bullets for a lot of people. The public will back us if it goes public over him.
After last month, you're probably right. But hopefully we can pull this off without a hitch.
Hopefully.
So you wrap up the meeting.
Mhm.
Meeting with him. He wishes you luck. Anybody else got anything?
I think
Does
Salvador
Lilac
just goes back
go
to his
ahead.
tasks. Sorry.
No, go ahead.
Just goes back to his regular day-to-day, not like gun for hire or anything like that, but kind of the small tasks that don't really get caught up in Beorn duties compared to I'm the person getting the cats out of the trees versus versus the big citywide zombie plague, for example.
Jeremy,
we all
try
know
leaning
you-
towards your camera a little bit.
Yeah, you're a tad bit blurry.
You look like
you're
a
witness protection.
90s video game character.
Great. Any better?
Nope.
Mm.
Oh well.
Like Zoom saying, forget this guy in particular.
I guess so.
You're just part of the
show
background, and the
article.
background needs to be blurred.
I guess.
That's the funny part is it's blurring you and then further blurring your background. Like at a
Excellent.
different level of blur. Like you have a perfect outline around you.
Excellent. That's what I.
The
Blur,
camera
blur.
no longer recognizes you as a human. Congratulations.
There we go.
You're now an NPC from Half-Life. No, that's better now.
I made it.
He
There we
made you
go.
figure.
Stare intently into the camera.
Yeah, no kidding.
I just bet Jeremy leans forward is like, you will focus on me.
No one screen capped it either, so we could use it next month or for the next campaign when we don't have them here.
Yeah, I do need
Yeah.
You got
pictures
enough of
of
those
everybody.
me already. You stop.
He's going to be everyone.
Don't worry, I can figure out the VOD.
So can I.
You would.
Anyway.
Oh Lord.
Yeah, Salvador takes the small jobs. Yeah. So he's really the boots on the ground for the Beorn while they're all, doing highfalutin bullshit, and Teak is, working his job.
And taking care of a lady friend.
Yes.
Mhm.
All right.
Vivian did Lilac come back at any point? Vivian would have got up early and been like, here's a small cup of tea, here's a small breakfast, here's a warm blanket.
You are eating
Extra
breakfast
fine.
when she shows back up.
She kind of points over at the small covered breakfast. There's
Kicks
also a
inside
blanket in the oven. The oven's not on, don't worry. It's just to keep it warm.
She opens the oven and just crawls in.
That's a bold choice. Comes over and sits down next to the oven. Did you find anything out?
She didn't leave the house last night,
Of course not.
but she's only done this like what 5 times. If
Yeah.
she's doing what we're thinking she's doing, she's only done it like 5 times since October. So it may be a multi night stakeout.
May it be warmer.
I'm gonna,
And
get
May she-
warm. I'm gonna eat, and then I'm gonna go to sleep.
as you should. Do you want me to close the door on your apartment so it's a little bit darker? Or just pull the curtain over it?
No, we'll go ahead and shut the door.
Okay.
All right. So she gets settled in. And then by lunch, y'all are all meeting over at Auntie Jen's.
Yep.
Is it a weekday?
I have lost track of what day it is.
It's a day, man. It's a day.
Yes, it is a weekday.
Okay. Then Teak will slightly be smelling of alcohol, but he will have tried to clean up as best he could before he goes.
Mm,
Why is he smelling of alcohol?
Not alcohol. Oil.
Motor oil.
Yeah.
I was
Motor
about
oil.
to say, is Teak drinking on the job?
Possibly.
It's
You
the
don't know what
20s.
his
That
boss
was probably
does.
allowed. Except the whole
Yeah.
prohibition.
It's
stuff.
like the
Okay.
horrors.
If you're stressed out at work, they probably give you a shot.
Probably.
The one night cough syrup.
Uh,
Straighten you right out.
Wow.
Um,
So anyway, housekeeper lets you in. Oh yes, please come in. Lunch is ready to be served. Auntie Jen is in the dining room already. Or Miss Guinevere. I don't know that the housekeeper would call her Auntie Jen.
probably not.
So y'all all get ushered in. Food gets, small talk. Food gets served. Jen asks asks after each of you, and how things have been going for you.
Really gotta stop putting cats in trees.
The cats do it themselves, though.
They have to stop.
I don't think you can stop a cat.
It's probably true.
Can I imagine? We have to catch her up on at least 5 story arcs because I don't think we visited her since before the vampire.
She has a newspaper.
Yeah,
Yeah, she
but
knows about some of it, and she has questions and this, that, and the other.
Yeah.
It's a shame Miss Dorothy didn't come by. She was really had some questions about the vampire.
Dorothea just appears.
you could
Just
have her swing by
apparates.
if you'd like, or
Well,
put you in touch with her.
I wouldn't want to put her to any trouble. I know how the young'uns don't always like hanging, spending too much time with their elders. And you don't get
And
much
just,
more elder than me.
Even just considering that she was the main source of trouble with the vampire, I will force her myself.
I did very nearly kill it, too.
Only very nearly.
Something horseshoes and hand grenades.
But did enforce a contracted oath that it'll never step foot in the city again. And it will leave her alone.
Oh, well, that's good at least. So what brings you by?
Yes, the recent spate of mutilations and murders that have happened. Granted, not polite lunch conversation, but they've all had muscles and organs removed. We're wondering if maybe you would have any insight as to what any of those could be used for. We had theories that we're still trying to shake out, but any information you could give us would be helpful.
Like everybody else you've asked, she goes into, well, the heart can be used for various things. The muscle, the other internal organs, not really. I mean, unless they're spilling all the internal organs out on the ground and just studying them for divination purposes.
Not as far as we could tell.
Yeah, she's like, the way the papers described it didn't sound like that. That would have been a little more sensationalized.
Mm-hmm.
But no, she can't think of anything. Rituals aren't really her thing. She predominantly studies the runes.
What do the runes say? No.
It said you guys were the ones in charge that should take care of this. He told her that back in January.
Mm-hmm.
Damn pushy runes.
They're not wrong, but like they don't have to be so loud about it.
Yeah, they don't have to be like that accusatory and rude about it.
So do you have any suspects or? I mean, obviously you don't know why they're doing it.
Vivian's going to try and beat around the bush on this one. Could it be some... I mean, anyone could be cannibalistic given the right conditions. Could it be a certain monster that is particularly cannibalistic?
Well, trolls eat people.
Yes. I think we got rid of the one troll.
And trolls are also very large. They eat a lot. I don't think they'd be that particular about what pieces they took. I've never heard of a troll gourmet.
I'm sure they're out there. Hopefully not here, though.
So you might be looking
There's
at...
a troll chef with Marduk at one time.
It was a Ratatouille situation, maybe?
It's a kobold hiding under his hat. Under the troll's hat.
Fantastic. Would there be any particular reason just to go for those, for lack of a better term, cuts?
You could transport them easily enough, I guess. I mean, the thigh muscle would be a bit big, but the biceps, you could stuff that into a purse. If we're looking at a human-sized cannibal.
Yeah, I think of all humans.
She's like, according to the papers, all the victims have been human so far. And I have not heard any hints of anything like that going on down here. In our part of the world.
Yeah.
She's like, orcs used to be cannibalistic, but they've gotten away from that a long time ago. To the point that it's kind of taboo. It's about as taboo for them now as it would be for humans. or elves.
Elves would be more of making a salad of person. Plant
Yeah,
lore,
that's
go.
fair. That is fair.
That'd be a disturbing salad, though. Anyways.
I mean, orcs were not the only strange folk that were.
Yeah.
You know, they had a history of cannibalism.
Even humans would be cannibalistic, so.
Yes, this is true. So that was usually in rare instances and fairly isolated. Of course, if we're just talking about some madman,
Could also be possible.
like that Ripper they had over in England a few decades ago.
Yeah.
Okay, Auntie Jen had to be like, wait, how long ago was that? Was that last week or 2 decades?
Basically.
Well,
Doesn't seem like we have much going on here either.
we're just trying to figure out if it's isolated insanity or something more nefarious. Or just nefariously isolated insanity.
On top of everything else.
Yeah.
Sad bites of tiny sandwiches.
Yeah, the housekeeper was sitting there eating with y'all, but she has stopped eating as this conversation has gone on.
It's like, I'm just gonna put this down.
She'll put this down.
I'm gonna have an apple.
Hey, you gonna eat that?
Hey, Patrick, feeling better?
Sinus still clogged up because I have that unfortunate issue when the weather changes drastically.
Yeah.
My sinuses cut off.
Me too, buddy.
Sinuses are just a horrible invention of the human body.
All right, to catch you
The
up,
spine and the sinuses.
you had gone and basically asked Jack Howard if him and his wife were eating people. He was
Actually, we only
offended.
asked Jack Howard. Okay.
Pretty sure he was telling the truth when he said no. Never actually asked the wife. She wasn't in the room when they'd asked Jack that. Talked to Corona, her and her contact mole in the mayor's campaign is willing to go to the judge and help, tell him what he knows, get a warrant to search Corona's place. Lilac, talking to the gardening staff, has discovered that Annalise Howard has been sneaking out of the house in the middle of the night. At least one of those was the night of the last murder. And some of the earlier ones match up roughly with when there were other murders. The gardeners aren't keeping exact dates of when she's been sneaking out. They assume she's having an affair. And then currently you're talking to Auntie Jen to see if she had any information about rituals that use those body parts and stuff. But she's like everybody else. It's like, hearts can be used and for stuff, I know. It's not involved with the runes, so it's not her specialty. Though she is pretty well read on eclectic subjects.
She's 200 years old. We thought she might know something.
No. She has a few random cannibal stories. But how much of that is, real and how much of that's just folklore that she's picked up?
Yeah. We're but and has she stepped out now? Bless you.
No, she invited you over for lunch when y'all called her.
This is Auntie Jen that we're visiting.
Yeah, you're at Auntie Jen's eating lunch right now.
We did have Lilac do recon on Annalise, and she did not step out that previous night.
Mm-hmm.
Granted, with the fetch, you could also do recon on her.
Wards would probably find that though.
Oh, it doesn't have to go in the wards though.
Just has to watch for her sneaking out.
Mm-hmm.
But the rest of lunch goes. Do y'all have anything else specifically I wanted to ask her?
No,
Not that I can think of.
I think I mostly just chew the fat.
Okay.
Yeah.
So she quizzes you
Catch
about
her
the
up on
vampire.
stuff.
She quizzes you about the stuff y'all were doing in October.
I have. This might be more of a medicine and an occult role combined.
It's a lot of rolling.
During the pregnancy, which type of foods do female ogres, at least Cornish ogres, eat?
There is not that kind of information out there. Period. As far as anything
Alright.
written down, you can see. One thing I will remind you of that you did figure out last session, though, looking up stories on Cornish ogres, you did find one specific story that was about a female Cornish ogre eating more because she was pregnant.
Yeah.
But that's like
pregnancy
folklore
in
stories.
general.
That's not. These are not scientific or historical papers. This is folklore.
Yeah.
Some people crave ice cream. Some people crave pickles. Some people crave the human heart.
Nothing like a raw human
Ouch.
heart.
The flesh
Nom,
of
nom,
their
nom, nom,
fellow
nom, nom.
man.
A lot of iron.
Or so I've heard.
Or so I've heard. Allegedly.
All right, so y'all finished lunch with her. The housekeeper gets up to show you out. Still hasn't finished her sandwich.
Before we go, would you mind if I brought over Hyacinth, my little sister, to see you at some point in the future?
Oh, she'd be delighted to.
My mom's
Or
insisting that
to meet Hyacinth.
My mom's telling me I'm not allowed to drag her along on an adventure or tell her too much about my adventure, so I figure introducing her to other people might be good.
Oh yeah, it'd be delightful. She has not had children in the house, and she doesn't know how long.
I'll try to arrange something.
Well, yeah, just call whenever. And she goes to stand to walk you out. As she does, the housekeeper's like, "Oh, ma'am, let me go over to help you." And you see Jen gets wobbly and flops back down in her chair.
Ah,
Be all right.
I'm fine. I'm just old. And the housekeeper starts fussing. What did the doctor just tell you yesterday? Yeah.
I am vibe checking her.
oh my god.
All right, you got the aura detection going, and the vibe check.
Mm-hmm.
She is not well.
Okay.
She's a pretty good person.
You're damn right she is.
let's see. Aura detection. So yeah, she's not particularly healthy. Diseased.
She's
There's some
200 years
issues with her
old.
liver. There's some issues with her kidneys. Her heart's not necessarily in the best shape. Nothing that screams that she's like immediately dying. Everything just kind of says this lady is old. Her body is wore out.
Yeah.
She does. By the reckoning of her people, she doesn't have much time left. What that actually translates into in actual human years, a little up in the air.
Yeah.
This is benevolent. Full on PowerPoints at the moment. Roughly equal to you in kind of that mental, internal fortitude or whatever. And when she goes, I'm just old. Yeah, she's not, trying to hide anything. And you get all she goes on for a few minutes on just the medical woes of getting older. Her legs
Doctors
just all of a
give
sudden don't have the
ibuprofen.
strength it used to. What was that?
Michael he'll walk back over. It's like sort of like kneel down next to her. It's like, did the doctor give you anything?
Oh, she's taking some stuff that's supposed to help her heart. They don't really have a pill for old age, though.
Yes, your heart is weak.
And I ask, what did they prescribe? Can you name
She
it?
rattles off whatever the medicine is. It's something you've heard of,
Don't look at
Glycerin
me.
pills or something. I think it's the 20s.
I don't know that off the top of my head yet. It's also from the 20s.
Morphine.
Probably morphine.
Okay, because
I would also take care of some of the things you eat and drink.
There it is, all the way at the bottom. What she prescribed is it like standard? That's a pharmacy roll, by the way.
Yeah. It's the standard stuff you give somebody. If you're worried about heart failure, let's see, digitalis for heart failure, nitroglycerin for chest pain, quinidine, something like that for arrhythmias.
May we all be so lucky to reach an esteemed age and have these same problems one day.
Digitalis.
She just sort of nods. Hey, let's not get all mopey.
I, for one, look forward to becoming the crazy lady of the city.
Well, in your line of work, I'm sure you'll have no trouble achieving that. I mean, the old part might be a little tricky, but
just kind of grins at her and gives her a hug.
The line of work you said, yes.
She waves. She just sort of waves goodbye while the housekeeper walks you to the door.
So Michael will linger a bit longer.
Do what now?
Michael will linger a bit longer.
Okay.
And will let her know. I would also be careful about some of the things you eat and drink. Now.
Now you sound like my doctor.
Your liver and kidneys are also starting to go out as well.
She's sort of nods. I'm not surprised.
Vivian in the distance. She's 200 years old.
I'm
Let her
aware,
drink and eat
dear.
what she wants.
Auntie Jen looks at her.
No, that's hospice.
Michael, I appreciate the concern. But if I've only got a little
When they
while
get
left, I'm
farther-
at least going to enjoy myself.
When they get far enough away from Auntie Jen,
don't know.
Teak just goes, maybe you'll be the next bone reader, pointing at Vivian.
The next what? I'm sorry.
Bone reader or stone reader.
Yeah, it's this room torn stones.
I don't.
Yep.
Maybe I should start learning.
Yeah.
150 years from now, I'm just suckering some other poor saps into this.
But before he does leave, and because now he knows via vibe check, he'll say, "Well, who knows? Maybe chaos isn't going to be prepared for the power that humanity had in it before it got here."
We didn't have
She
flamethrowers.
just sort of gives you a look. I don't think humans are as much of a stranger to chaos as you think.
Yes, I'm aware. However, and I will. We'll use like some power to utilize pyrokinetic, like keep it in my hand, not actually casting it. As it appears in his palm, was like, well, humanity had strength long before the folk got to us.
But the folk can throw fire too, even if they do it in a even if we do it in a slightly different manner.
True.
I'm
He'll-
sure we'll
he'll-
all put up a good fight if chaos shows up. But it's your job to make sure that doesn't happen. At least not yet.
Well, no, that'll be in another 60 to 80 years.
$75, I think.
Hence the.
Oh, you buy into that millennial stuff too.
No. He just sort of taps his temples like, I know what I've seen.
Well,
On the curb, do we leave?
now I'm
Yeah.
definitely not eating. Now I'm definitely not eating healthy, so I can live longer.
Teak's just going back to work. He's not waiting on anybody.
All right. So the day passes. You get the call from Corona.
Mm-hmm.
Her and her contact are ready to go to the mayor, or go to the mayor. Go to the judge.
I hope not.
Joke's on you, they've already told the mayor.
No.
Hey, if we dime them out, we'll be in good with the ruling party.
So he-
That's it.
Yes.
She dimes you out to the mayor. That way, if the mayor wins, she's in good with the mayor. If the mayor loses, well, she's in good with the new mayor. Now she's in good with the mayor no matter what.
Uh-huh. That would be a very politician thing to do, though. But yeah, he'll pick them up basically and go to the judge's place to do the paperwork.
Judge answers the door. Brings you in. Captain Wright, Chief Wright is already there.
Actually, you did say captain.
Yeah, I meant Chief.
Okay.
And
So, I'll
he
change that note then.
he quizzes her. He questions her. He questions the other guy.
Mhm.
The other guy talks about whatever his position is within the campaign. He's a paid staffer. Uh, and it's not like he's going, oh, I saw her push somebody down the stairs, or I saw her, mind controls. It's not that blatant, but it's little stuff he overheard. It's enough to definitely be reasonable suspicion.
Yeah.
And of course, Corona can only say, he contacted me, told me I need to go check on my friends. Showed up, discovered they'd been attacked, and of course the judge had read the papers about the fight in the park with those spirit things, and possibly seen police reports. I don't know how much judges keep up with that kind of thing. But basically, when she mentions the Howards being attacked by these things, this was not the first time he'd heard of those things. So he finishes writing out the warrant. He has an he had an aide at the house that takes the he's gonna take one copy and go file it. The judge is keeping a copy and as a backup, and of course giving the chief one to present when they get where they're going.
Yeah. Said judge has a copy, and the chief has one.
Chief has a copy, judge has a copy, and the judge has sent a copy, back to be filed.
Also, take a photo of them.
Can't do that.
There's them holding the time and date in the newspaper. If they said I was hung, it was a lie.
So Bartholomew asked y'all to come along on this raid. Since you've mentioned that her properties are warded.
Yeah.
And he brings in extra people. They kind of make sure the house is surrounded. They try to stay out of view of it, though it's drawing attention. Well, it's not a come out with your hands up sort of thing. It's a go knock on the door, present the warrant, search the place.
Yeah.
She's a little too connected to just go, kicking in doors or, threatening.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Before he sends the people in, Bartholomew is asking you. So the wards will alert her that we're coming, which once we're on the property isn't gonna be that big a deal. Are they dangerous? Are they going to hurt my men as they cross?
Oh.
I don't know nothing about
We'd have
hoodoo.
to examine the wards. We'd probably have to examine the wards directly. Did we do that when we were there, or have we already?
I don't think you've been to Voss's place before. Lilac had done some scouting.
Okay.
And had discovered there were wards.
Okay.
So she hadn't actually crossed into the property. Because she didn't know what they did. Oh, no, I take that lie back. She discovered the wards by crossing them, because as soon as she crossed into the property, people started swarming. Security guys. Mm-hmm. That's how she figured, oh, yeah, there must be a ward there.
Okay.
So, but that means they did the wards didn't set her on fire or anything. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So with that bit of information, he signals the charge. Squad of guys goes up the front door. Bartholomew's with him. There's a knock at the door. A butler answers. He looks at the warrant. Lets everybody in.
evening.
So it's a very nice place. It's nicer than Michael's house.
Oh, duh.
Yeah.
She has lots of pictures of herself on the walls.
That tracks.
Checks out.
Yes.
You know, with a variety of
Dorian
people,
Gray.
you know. Her with Allory, Allory and his wife, other big movers and shakers in town.
Mhm.
You know, some with her late parent, you know, some family photos. There's a picture of her graduating class.
That's her and Louis Armstrong.
Well, Corona is in the graduating class photo.
Uh-huh. Interesting.
Well, we knew that.
Yeah, she'd already mentioned she went to school with.
Mhm.
Corona had mentioned she went to school with Voss.
Yeah.
There's a picture of her with Judas.
Do what now?
There's a picture of her with Judas.
Yeah, there's a picture of her doing that whole, like, over the grave meme, except it's the crucifixion.
She's in the
I
Last
hate
Supper.
that.
Wow.
It's like that from Mulan with the one advisor and the emperor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
So, you know, the police start
It's
flooding
time.
in. Voss starts, you know, he's coming down the stairs. She doesn't seem upset. She asks what's going on. Bartholomew is, you know, presenting the warrant. He's explaining, you know, what they're searching for. She just seems bewildered. Doesn't understand
Insight
why
check.
this is going on.
Are you kidding me? I'm re-rolling that. Thank you.
Hang on. Because I can.
Where's mine?
I don't know.
Barely.
I don't know. I really like the idea of Vivian fumbling that chick. Oh my god, we've accused an innocent woman.
Yeah, no.
Mm.
I wanted to see if Teak even mattered.
Teak matters. He's just not really good at reading people. It's because he's short.
I was
He
gonna say
matters
Teak
to
matters.
us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In handguns and driving.
Teak is the glue that holds this group together.
Mm.
And also, while I'm thinking about it, I'm going to put on my glasses.
Okay. Alright, so you got your detect magic up.
Yeah.
The house is warded, the property is warded, she's got magical effects on her. Oh wait, I keep forgetting it only points you out to the nearest something, sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
My aura detection is the one that just kind of sees
Yeah.
everything.
So the closest magical effect is is a magical effect on her. Exactly what item you're saying just depends on where she, you know. If her hand's up, it's this ring. If her hand's down, it's something up under the dress, you know. You know, like an amulet or a necklace or something.
So she's wearing a lot of them, is what we're hearing.
She's wearing multiple somethings.
yeah.
Yeah.
The place is lit up like a Christmas tree.
And she is definitely playing up the poor, innocent, put upon woman a little thick.
Too well.
To the point that you don't think she's even really trying to fool any of you. And then it's like she just notices that Anderson is here. Oh, I should have expected something like this. That man has been, you know, hounding me for some reason. I'll probably never understand why. But this seems to be in legal order. Please, you know, search the house to your heart's content. If you find any rooms locked, let me know. I will unlock them. Please try not to damage anything.
Find any rooms locked? Stick teak on it.
Teak, pick the lock.
Shoots it.
No. He has a fine manipulation of 75.
I just imagine all of us like, Teak, you're a good lock pick, right? Yeah, sure. All right, pick that lock. We'll just find something else. We all turn around, then, bam.
Don't damage
So there-
anything. Doors blown off hinges.
So, hours of searching. And every now and then there'll be something like, well, this dresser is locked. Oh, yeah, she'll have the butler run by with the key and unlock it. She seems to be cooperating completely.
Jeez. You know what? There we go.
At one point you hear a wolf whistle come from one room. And you walk in and the police are like going through her lingerie drawer.
Vivian will walk in on that one. Gentlemen,
They suddenly get... They're still going through the drawers, but they suddenly get much more professional.
muttered under her breath. Don't let the mayor see you making those faces at her about that.
That seems to have a little bit of effect on the one that hears you. As you're stepping back away from the door, you see where Bartholomew had heard the whistle and was headed that way with a stern look on his face. But when he peeks in the door, he sees you've already taken care of it.
Michael will be looking around with aura detection active.
Let's see.
You have a hidden basement with any bodies, ma'am?
Do you ask her that?
No.
Do you look for?
I'll let this play out first.
So you find the door to the basement is warded.
Mm-hmm.
There's some sort of effect on it. But when they ask for that to be unlocked, it's unlocked. You hear police going down the stairs.
When it's unlocked, does the ward change?
Not really. It sort of pulses as the police go through. But it's not like dissipating or,
Leo.
Patrick, you there?
Calm down.
Oh.
Yes, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we hear you now.
Yes.
Okay.
He'll pull Leo over and it's like, there's a ward on this door that is pulsing whenever anyone passes by it. Would you mind seeing if you can dispel it?
Very well. I will try. Let's see. That. No.
Nope.
Whatever
Unless you want to
it
re-roll.
is.
That's
Yeah,
true.
unless
You
you want to
can't-
spend some power and
You
re-roll.
can spend 5 power to reroll.
Lowers the. Does that lower the success though? I don't remember.
It's Jason.
I think you would.
I think all having a lower power reserve does is it lowers success chances in psychic or spiritual combat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You'd still
Yeah.
roll with what your highest.
Yeah,
count,
he'd still
you
roll
know,
with the actual
full
score, not
powers.
the
Yeah.
current power points.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Right.
But do you want to reroll, or you just want to leave it alone?
What the hell?
That's why'd you roll a
That's your
dexterity?
Yeah, it's
What the heck?
dexterity.
That's.
now-
I clicked the wrong button.
Oh, now Kung Fu the ward.
He'll sneak past the ward.
Alright.
Okay, you
Yes.
dissipate the ward.
Hey.
So yeah, it dissipates. Now nothing's going on as they go up and down the stairs.
Mm.
And can I? That just goes down to the basement.
Yeah, that was the door down to the basement.
Yeah.
I ask if one of the police, if I may go down there as well.
Oh yeah, sure. Follow us down.
Yeah,
Basically,
Michael's
the
gonna go
standing
too.
orders are that y'all don't touch anything.
Yeah.
You know, if you see something, point it out to an officer. If you want to examine something, have an officer show it to you.
Yeah.
But they kind of want y'all scattered out, you know, in case anything magical comes up.
Mhm.
So yeah, you go down into the basement. It's it is a dirt floor, packed dirt floor. Lots of candles, lots of bookshelves. But the bookshelves are all empty.
Anything that. I'm sorry. What?
I said the bookshelves are all empty. Other than some candles and stuff down here, and like some chalk, you know.
And where is that?
Michael, let's say Michael will sort of comment out loud, looking around, is like, "Forgive me, I'm not as well versed on the more magical implements, but Leo, isn't like chalks and candles typical
Yes, it is.
accoutrement for spellcasting?"
Yes, it is. I was actually initially rolling spot to see if there was any dust evidence to see if they had been.
Well, so,
All
yeah,
these
I like
bookshelves
to get
are
in on that
empty.
too. I was about to say I like to get in on that too.
Yep. So bookshelves are empty. Some of them
Mhm.
are they're dusty at the ledges.
Mhm.
Like you can kind of see the outline of where the
Something's been
books were.
recently moved. The books
Truthfully,
have
this
been recently moved.
this whole basement area looks like it's been cleaned out.
Yeah,
Like
Michael
like I said, the
will-
chalk, the little accoutrement like that don't mean anything by itself necessarily.
Yeah, Michael will point that out. Like he'll look at the bookshelves a little bit. And it's like, officers, looks like this area has been very recently and somewhat hastily cleaned out.
They agree with you just on the basic look at the place.
And forgive me if I'm wrong, but that wasn't there for the attending officers at the time. Wasn't a lot of bodies found in the floor of Noah's basement?
They look down at the dirt. I'll go get the shovel. You know, more time
Does my art
passes. They're
detection
digging up
pick
her basement.
anything
Do it now.
like bodies? Is my art detection picking up anything in here? Like residual magical effects?
There's a lot of
like-
residual magical stuff going down here.
Oh, my glasses would also pick that up as well. Yeah. So.
Well, they pick up the closest thing when you're walking around. Yeah.
Any like thing in particular, like underground?
No, you really just get the impression a lot of magic has been done in this room.
Okay. Yeah, so he'll point like hot
Yeah,
spots, and he'll like collaborate with Leo, and it's like, are you seeing this too? And
yes. And we also let the police know rituals have definitely happened in here.
That seems to skis out the two officers that are the officer that are already down there. Like, oh, magic.
there's a great deal of magic done here. There's some residual here.
And they're just like, well, I guess we'll jot that down.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, any of you upstairs, following officers around.
I think Salvador's upstairs, just kind of like appreciating the artwork and decor and kind
Give
of
me a
just keeping a
spot.
watch for weird shit. Yeah.
I'll get in on
Where-
that too, wherever
Okay.
Vivian is.
Spot.
Wow, Teak. So we were just like having a small discussion, like, is Teak stealing the candy? And then he just goes, not from this broad.
Might be an eyeball.
Like, dang.
Or eat some of the candy and a song that you don't ever remember hearing pops into your head. Jimi
hate
Hendrix,
that.
Purple Haze.
Raggy.
All right.
Ba-da-da-da. Yep. But yeah, I succeeded, and I believe Vivian also did.
So you're in kind of a office library area. Perfectly mundane books on the shelves here, though. And you both clock this picture on the wall. The frame and all is a little thicker than normal. And once you approach it, you can kind of, once you're up close, you can, notice hinges.
It's like the one from the office with the shoreman.
Oh, pretty much, yeah.
It sure is.
She'll
It's a different painting.
indicate
Yeah.
to the. Is it a really tacky painting?
It's boss.
Ooh.
They're all tacky.
Yeah.
No, the house is very clean. The only thing that might come off as tacky is how many pictures of herself she has up.
Yeah.
Fair
Like I
enough.
said, it's boss. They're all tacky.
This is her riding a white horse with a sword.
It's like the Napoleon picture with the white horse, except it's Voss.
Oh, she's short. Got it.
If
No, she's average height. Dual claim she's short.
Salvador.
Yes.
If Salvador doesn't, direct an officer to it. This has hinges
Salvador's
on it.
already trying to open it.
You're not supposed to touch things.
Fine.
So yeah, the officers rush over. They feel along the opposite side from the hinges until they find to open it up. And it's a wall safe like you'd expect.
Yeah. Getting her to open this, perhaps?
Like teak on it.
The police bring her in.
Man's over there cracking his knuckles.
She doesn't look super happy that you found this, but not enraged or anything. I have some business.
Vivian's already assuming that she already has.
As she's undoing stuff, she's like, I mostly keep business documents in here, along with some valuables.
That's fine.
We have no interest.
The business documents
in
don't need to get
valuables
out.
or Mundane documents.
No.
Yeah. And, she opens it up and the police pull stuff out. And there's some jewelry, there's some cash, there's a handgun in there. Nothing super, relatively small revolver. The second shelf down is like full of papers. And the police kind of are starting to go through the papers,
I'll be right back. She's gonna go get Mr. Eidetic Memory.
Okay.
Okay.
So
He hears Vivian and well,
she comes downstairs.
Mind if I borrow your brain and eyeballs for a moment, and the rest of you?
you found paperwork, didn't you? He's already.
Essentially. It's
Also,
easier for
this
you to
room down
remember
here
than for us to write down.
Also, this room down here was very recently cleared out and is absolutely full of ritualistic magic. Where am I going?
Muttered as they're walking up the stairs. I have no doubt
While
that she
they're
probably
doing
somehow got
this-
wind and cleared out everything.
While they're doing this, Tika's going to go check out her vehicle.
Oh shit.
Teek's like, let me see her wheels.
And he's
Okay.
going if I can use mechanical to just inspect the vehicles and see if there's anything that
Let me cut her
he
brake
can glean
lines.
from it.
They cut her brake line. Snip.
Don't tempt me.
I know Teek wouldn't do it. Teek might. Well, no, Teek wasn't the mob.
I was in the mafia, lady.
Yeah, I'm about
I
to say, yeah.
probably cut a few
I'm reconsidering
police-
this.
I probably
He's the
cut a
getaway
few
driver.
police brakes.
Yeah, he could probably just do it without even looking, just like reaches under there, cut.
For the FBI agent watching this, we are talking in game theoreticals, not real life.
Cutting
All right.
the pixels
Hard to
model
probably
key
manage
doesn't
it.
actually do that much.
So you go out to the
Also,
garage,
welcome to the
Teak.
stream. Thank you for the donation.
So Teak, you go out to the car, and there's police going through the stuff in the garage. You walk in and you see a Rolls-Royce Phantom.
Ooh.
One
It
or
is a
two.
very nice car. Here's
Peak-
a one. The ones came out.
Peak is
25.
like
it is the brand spanking new this year model. Technically, it might have come out the previous year. I don't know how the model thing was working back then.
It was called.
Tika's
the
just sitting there
Phantom.
Tika's looking at the car like, of course she would, and then just starts inspecting the vehicle.
This is the same car Michael drives.
Oh, is it?
Yes. I just looked up the name like Rolls-Royce Phantom 1920. Picture, I'm like, Michael drives this car.
Well, that's one of the cars. The other car is a Bugatti Royale or Royale, however you pronounce it.
Yeah.
The Phantom looks like something she might drive herself. Where the Bugatti, there's a back seat to that one.
I woke up in a new Bugatti.
So Teak, knowing how these rich people work, that's the car that her driver drives around in. The Phantom is probably what she tools around in when she wants to drive.
He's going to check both of them. So, am I rolling mechanical? Or
Yeah, roll mechanical.
yay!
All right. And what is it that you're exactly looking for?
Just looking to see if there's any like signs of her going probably somewhere she shouldn't, like off-roading or like back
On the
roads
Phantom,
or
no.
anything
The
like
Phantom looks like it's in pristine shape.
that. Okay, so that's probably what she uses for like bigwig shift.
Like, if you didn't have so much evidence that she was a horrible, terrible, awful person, you'd have to respect how well she takes care of her car. Meanwhile, the other car, there's some mud splashed up on kind of the underside. There is some scratches. You think this one has probably been on some country roads.
Okay. Is there anything wrong with the like interior or in the
Of the
trunk?
Phantom? No. Like I said, it's in pristine shape. Pretty much
Mhm.
from stem to stern. The Bugatti, though, there has been some upholstery repair.
I'll mention that to the cops.
One of them nods. Yeah, we'd noted that.
So, this is just me pigeoning here. Remember, we found a lot of them in the woods up north.
Any leaves stuck to the bottom?
That's basically what he was searching for with the mechanical. But he was also going to see if they would pop the trunk and see if there's any. I assume these have trunks. Pop the trunk and see if there was anything in the trunk.
Let's see what would be in the trunk.
And
So
yeah, he'd check under seats and he'd basically check out the entire thing, like top to bottom, if the police will let him.
There's some stains in the trunk.
Blood.
Like maybe something had gotten muddy, and it's been given a deep clean, but there are stains.
Of course, he'll note that for the police.
Yeah, they're just following you around, writing down everything you point out.
Yep. Is there anything under the seats, on the floorboards? Feet crawling into small places?
Keep calling into small places. You find a human skull. What?
Ah! Romeo, Romeo, wherefore art thou, Romeo?
Hey, there we go.
That's poor Horatio.
So there are handguns under the seats.
Cool.
Nothing illegal about that, but the police make a note of it.
Do they look used?
Hmm.
Fill them up, you would know. It would be meat
That's
Lord
true.
Teague.
They definitely don't look brand
it's
spanking new and pristine, though.
You could also have the police, see how many bullets are left.
He'll hand them to the police. Or he'll point them to point it to them.
They bag them up.
Yeah.
As you're crawling around in the back seat, though, there's also, there's this slight whiff of it reminds you of Wet Dog.
Oh shit!
It's pretty faint, but
Pico mentioned that to the police.
Isn't that kind of what the
dog?
brew smelled like?
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes, it is.
their smell could vary. But yeah, they had kind of a nasty, wet fur smell to them.
He will also. I assume we have not seen any pets as well.
She doesn't seem like the kind of person that would keep a pet.
You haven't seen any pets yet, no.
Okay, he will make mention of that and say we have not seen any pets.
That's interesting.
Also, maybe notate that this is kind of what the brew smelled like when we fought them.
Yeah, he'll.
It's faint enough. You might be stretching to decide that.
Yeah,
you're free to tell him whatever you want to, though.
Yeah. But he'll mention it, and he'll keep searching both vehicles.
Okay, that's about all you find on the vehicles.
Okay. No hair, no fur, no nothing like that. I assume they've probably been thoroughly cleaned.
Yeah, it's probably been vacuumed out. Michael, going through the... Oh, go ahead.
Sorry. I was just going to ask a quick question about the freshly upholstered. Would the police give him permission to see what's under the new upholstery?
Well, it's more like it's been stitched up.
Okay.
Like something poked through it or cut it or something, and it's been stitched up.
Okay.
Lots of small, spots that got damaged.
Not like claw style.
Or
Yeah.
Who knows?
Okay.
Sorry, I'm absolutely meta pigeoning over here. My bad. I'm not there.
Teek's just doing what Teek knows best.
All right, so Michael is quickly going through the paperwork. And there's lots of shippings, this, and, sales of this, and, stock this and that and the others. Give me a spot check to see if anything stands out to you. I mean, you're you're doing your memorization thing on it, but
Actually, that does. Hold on. Cool. Okay.
Sorry.
Okay.
She got a shipment of something. it was shipped up from Brazil.
Longshoreman.
And something about from Brazil triggers a memory.
Well, I said my eidetic memory is active right now, so
So you remember that there was some sort of special shipment that the Flynn Company guy, I think he was actually one of the Flynn's,
he was
concerned about, and his paperwork for it had been destroyed, I think, in the fire or something.
Yeah.
And he never specified who it was that had gotten it.
Let's see, Michael with a pen as he's notating some things suddenly snaps out not like the ballpoint, but like the end of the pen, the non-marking section, just snaps out and traps that paper. Like, how very interesting.
So yeah, shipped up from Brazil. It's listed as having been a live animal.
Interesting that you received a shipment of a live animal from Brazil, correct?
Yes.
Seems very interesting that is the exact same shipment contained in a secret document area that was discovered with the Flynn Shipping Company that they transported apparently for you at this exact same date and time.
Well, they do a lot of shipping for a lot of people in this sea.
Yes, but not shipping that is hidden behind secret safes.
Well, most of my documents were hidden behind a secret safe. Am I supposed to have the safe out with a neon sign telling people where it's at?
What was the animal in
How
question?
did you pass law school if this is how smart you are?
What was the animal in question?
Well,
he is very stone-faced and not like biting any kind of bait.
Crap, now I'm blanking on what they're called. I almost want to say chupacabra, but that's not it.
Capybara.
Thank you. Capybara.
What you're thinking about?
She tells you it was a capybara. She thought they were adorable. Obviously not.
He just tilts his head slightly. His fingers start drumming on his notepad a little bit.
And she just locks eyes with you and is smirking. You know they're the world's largest rodent.
Yeah,
which makes people think mice, but rabbits are also rodents and they're adorable.
I'm also aware that is the largest lie I've heard out of you this morning.
Well, I don't have to stand here and be insulted.
Then you can stand elsewhere.
She looks over at Bart. Can you believe this man, a lawyer, calling other people liars?
He does slide that paper out of the stack and into its own area with like the end of the pen, so his fingers aren't touching it, and then proceeds to continue with the officers. Because he was told not to touch anything, so it's just end of the pen.
And I'm still in the basement, correct?
Correct.
Helping the officers down there.
Yeah, right now you're watching them dig up parts of the floor. One of them's complaining it's probably a waste of time because of how packed the floor is.
I'm purposely kind of walking around the edges.
Mm-hmm.
Essentially, I'm trying to make sure I can try to trigger, like something is like, and a magical effect is there. But
okay.
Also, and two, to actually, well, first let's RP that.
All right, you're walking around the edges of the basement.
Basically, you're walking. Yes.
So I assume you still got your glasses on, yeah.
Yes, I do.
Yeah, there's a lot of like I said, there's a lot of residue down here. Magic has been done down here, but you're not finding any extra special wards down here or anything.
type of ritual or something would occur down here? Would this be an occult or rituals itself?
You don't know. You're picking up vague. You know,
Okay.
it's just vaguely something magical stuff has been done down here. This was probably a fairly typical workspace. For that sort of thing. She's got magical effects on her, so maybe that's what she does down here. Maybe the items, maybe she created them down here. Any of that could potentially explain it. But
Can I call on my fetch?
yeah, it can be right there with you.
I might save the officers a little time. Because it can go through solid objects.
That's correct.
Because it's... Can it go at least down to the basement or around the premises' ground? And let me know what it finds.
So you're wanting it to basically stick its head underground and see what it sees?
Yes.
Okay. So there doesn't appear to be anything in the basement.
Okay.
It's no expert on digging, but it's pretty sure this area hasn't been dug up in quite some time. It's not seeing any bodies under the floor or anything like that.
Does it see anything else as it searches underground her premises?
If you wanted it to search like the entire house or the entire property, especially, that's going to take quite some time.
At least check for anything else that's underground that's not connected to the house.
Okay, it comes back telling you, it's found pipes and stuff, and that connects to the house. Yeah. The sewer runs out in front of the house. Yeah, basically, it's not finding anything too unusual.
All right, because I was just looking for like tunnels or any kind of other hidden spaces that we might not have seen.
Yeah, doesn't seem to be any of that.
Yeah, and I'm having tempted to actually say you telling the officers to stop because I actually know there's nothing down there now.
Yeah, but they've got orders to dig up.
Yeah.
Because
That's
they don't be the ones
gotta
to go to their
be
boss
thorough.
going, well, the magical woo woo
magic
guy
guy
did
said-
magical woo woo stuff and said there's nothing under there, so we didn't bother looking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Trust but verify.
Yep.
So several hours, it's multiple hours of them searching this rather large house.
One thing I'd like to check.
Mhm.
Since I am up in the office library right now, and with eidetic memory still active, I saw sort of the shape and size of the books that should have been in the basement.
Mhm.
As we're going through the papers, can I sort of also glance at the books up here to see if maybe any of these would match similar size or have some dust on them from being down there and just wasn't cleaned? Say maybe the books were transferred up here.
The books up here look to be pretty clean. Like this place, up here gets dusted regularly.
Like I say, I still have the aura sight active, so I don't know if magic books would ping on that or not. Or
If there was a magical effect on them, maybe. If there was just, how to do something written inside them, probably not.
okay.
But somebody has redeemed a hydrate.
Yeah.
And a stretch. Thanks, Nix.
But
My legs are stretching, but you can't see them.
no, it's all mundane books. It's
Mm-hmm.
The weirdest thing up here is like a history on tarot or something. You know, everything else it's like
Yeah.
popular novels or encyclopedias or.
How new are those books? This is a question that might. Sorry.
You're downstairs. You see no books.
Yeah. So next question, and I'll get to that in a minute. Are there any magical effects in this room other than the stuff that Boss has on?
No.
Okay. So he's still going through the papers and memorizing everything on all of them.
Well, you know a lot about her legitimate businesses now.
Yeah.
The only thing particularly suspicious in there was the shipment from Brazil.
Got it.
But it's not illegal for somebody to own a capybara. So yeah.
But where's the capybara?
Well, nobody's found
And
it
he
in the
will
house.
he will actually ask that. Speaking of, where is this capybara of yours anyway?
Oh, it died.
It
didn't adapt.
is illegal to own.
Pardon?
I checked. It is illegal to own a capybara in the U.S.
In the 20s?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you have to. Fair enough. 20s are crazy times.
But yeah, she just says that, she says that it didn't adapt to the change in location. Really, something she should have thought about ahead of time. It was a spur of the moment purchase. It's a shame. It was adorable, though it smelled. And it was dumb. It was dumb like sheep are dumb.
The Lacey Act of 1900 was focused on prohibiting the interstate transportation of illegally captured or prohibited wildlife. And even now, like modern day, the state we're in does not allow capybara ownership.
She's a crazy wizard. She has her ways.
Those ways are money.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. The same ways they are now.
Yeah. Well, I find it interesting that you would bring a capybara out of its habitat. Wait, hold on. Yes, native to Brazil. Okay. To a place wildly outside of its climate without the proper research. Secondly, since you did purchase and pay for the transport of an animal across international borders into the United States from Brazil, would you be so kind as to show the officer your permit for owning such an animal, as that is required by law?
Oh, I threw that away after it died. I didn't figure I needed it anymore.
Mm-hmm.
I would incite her, but I know she's lying.
How about that special, though?
Well, she already knows she didn't get a capybara,
she
so
is
she's
enjoying
lying about
this little back and forth y'all are having. She's enjoying it.
Yeah.
She is having fun.
Well, I see you're getting some enjoyment out of this. Well, even if you did get rid of it, it is easy enough to check.
Yeah. Also, some of that stuff varied so much that it's very.
She's a crazy, possibly necromantic wizard. She has her ways of getting crazy pets.
Yeah. it's the kind of thing that even if you busted her for this, it's probably going to wind up being a fine for her, whatever.
Yeah.
She's not concerned about it. But she is almost giddy. She's hiding it fairly well for the most part, but she's almost giddy. I mean, she's just really enjoying herself right now. So they finish searching the house. They've got some stuff they're going to go over. But Bartholomew is not looking too happy. They don't have a quote-unquote smoking gun.
Yeah.
He's sure he'll be hearing from the mayor soon. But he thanks her for cooperating. And all of y'all get ushered out.
As they're leaving, Michael just casually, "I'll be sure to give Noah your regards. He very much enjoyed the last present you sent him."
Oh, that weirdo!
Too
I
bad
haven't seen him in ages. I
Oh,
certainly
really?
haven't. I certainly haven't sent him anything.
Yes, I would be ashamed of something falling apart so easily.
I'd no more send him a gift than I'd send you a gift.
Don't
Little
you know?
eye locking and smirking again.
Don't you know you send us both a gift so very often? The pleasure of your absence. Turns on his heels and leaves.
Christ.
Vivian and Elvish, under her breath, could you not poke the damn lions?
You hear in Elvish behind you. Oh no, he's much more into poking the elves.
Oh, fuck.
She just keeps walking. No reaction.
Whoo, shit.
She's been
Bartholomew
insulted
was
by
like,
better.
What, are we speaking Spanish all of a sudden? What is this?
I like her now.
Salvador is now a fan of Voss.
I think Salvador does like chortle as he overhears that walking.
Bombastic side eye from Vivian if she hears him chortling.
He just keeps walking.
All right. So it's about time to wrap up.
We got nothing, folks.
So as you head out, that's Bartholomew's whole thing is we didn't get anything. The way that basement was cleared out.
It's not on site.
Yeah, whatever she's doing, it's not there anymore.
Which is still suspicious.
Well, yeah. But I mean, why is your basement
At the
so
same token,
cleared out? Oh, wow,
we-
throwing away junk. I mean,
People could say we're suspicious, Teak.
his main concern is, did she clean it out last week, or did even as small a group as we've got, did somebody alert her that we were coming?
Did it look like it was cleaned out last week or very recently, like within a day?
Looked pretty recent.
Michael chimes in as this was within a day or two. It wasn't last week. She was
it's kinda
alerted.
weird. So does that mean? Does that mean she know? Does that mean they know they had a leak and we're watching him? Maybe.
Oh, time to.
Well, if somebody ends up dead, we'll find out.
I suppose. Anyway, thanks for your time.
Yeah.
He's gonna go home and freshen up his resume just in case.
I will I could be a reference. Sure, Beorn would be worthwhile. Pat's fault.
Maybe not in a couple of weeks.
All right, so we will wrap here. We will pick up next session a week or so later, just before the actual election will take place.
Ooh.
Uh,
Just know there's gonna be a gunfight.
Practice your pistols, everybody.
Well, you'll have 1 week, so you'll have one chance to train something. But anyway, hope y'all had fun. I enjoyed it. Hope people in the chat had fun. Hope anybody comes by and checks us out. We'll come back in a week when we will do this all again.
Yeah.
But only for 3 more weeks.
Yep.
Is it 2 or 3?
The 16th. We're planning on wrapping the 16th.
Yep.
Yeah,
3 more
The 3
weeks.
more.
That's what I was saying. I like accidentally made a new or I accidentally subtracted a session from the ones we had left. I was like, oh wow, we have the penultimate session. Like, nope, wait, nope.
Not quite
Stuff,
yet.
several more to go.
Almost there.
Almost there.
So anyway, again, I was your GM for the evening, Jason, and with me was Sarah playing Vivian, Carr playing Teak, Jeremy playing Salvador, Eric playing Michael, and Patrick playing Leo.
Apologies for the tardiness.
And we will see y'all next week.
Good night, everyone.
Tread with care and heed the sign. Abomination, Ali's light. For in the night the shadows grow and take with them your trouble.